Guys, Gamer here, welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm gonna be doing probably a class guide for the Prot Warrior in patch 7.1.5. So let's begin by talking about the Prot Warriors and how they perform so far in in all the Legion patches. I mean, in the beginning, in the beta, like probably all tanking specs, they were extremely good. They were dealing high damage and they were dealing more damage than the DPS specs, which was kind of strange, but that was just on beta. Now in 7.0.3, Prot Wars actually got just a little bit got pretty good. They had increased damage and it was pretty good in this patch. Now, in 7.1, the Prot Warriors actually got a nerf. Now, Ignore Pain was not as awesome as it used to be, like in 7.0. So, this is maybe, I know this sucks, to be honest, this sucks, right? But now, Prot Warriors are still pretty good. They're one of the best tanks so far. They're not the best tank in spec right now. There are some better ones, but they're still at the top. They're still in top 5. You know, still in top 5. So the Prot Warriors are pretty good. Have good survivability, lots of armor and lots of strength. Buy all your trinkets, armors and stuff, and you're good as a Prot Warrior. Now in PvP particularly, they're not as good as they used to be back in 7.0. I mean, you can still do amazing things with Prot Warriors. I mean, in some work quests, when you need a group to do this quest, you can legitimately solo them with a Prot Warrior, because Prot Warriors are fucking awesome. And I gotta say, I really enjoy playing Prot Warrior, even though I actually started leveling up to level 110 on my arms. So I've been on arms for quite a long time. I know how they looks, how they perform, but I still prefer Prot, because I think it's actually better. Because protection warriors are just tough as hell to kill, and you can pretty much destroy everyone, right? If you have the right talents and stuff, and you know how to, use your abilities right. Now, I'm gonna show you how I set up my Prot Warrior. So this is the abilities that I mainly use, as you can clearly see on the screen. Alright? Now, your most damage ability with the most damage, it's of course your Shield Slam, because it does like from 100 to 2000k per hit, which is still awesome. You can of course buff it up, by the way.
I don't have a target.
What the? No, that's... Alright, dude. I mean, the tanking dummy magically disappears. Alright, dude. Alright. Gotta say, alright. And you can actually buff it up, right? I'm gonna try to buff it up one more time. Buff it up. Boom. You see? 3,000. 300k. Alright? That's good. That's good damage for a tanky spec, right? Now, you can of course buff it up more by just using other of your abilities, but we're gonna talk about that later. Now let's look on my talent choices for Prot. Stormbolt, the Embedded Victory Avatar, Boundless Strike, in Double, Vengeance and Heavy Protections. Now from the first tier to from tier 15, I mean, for Shockwave is good if you're stunning more targets, but it's like 10 with 10 seconds more cooldown. and it's for 3 seconds, and it's okay. It's okay by the way, but I prefer Stormbolt. It's a range one, and it requires your target. Like, if you're choosing Shockwave, you can use it like in the air, And with Stormbolt, it just requires your target, right? Stand up for 4 seconds. That's good. Warbringer is actually good for arms and Fury Warriors because they're using charge only once, and you need to use with if you're playing in PvP against ranged classes. Charge is your ability that you must spam with, and it's really good with Warbringer. You stun them with like half a second more, which is not a big of a deal when you just do okay damage to all enemies like in 5 yards. So that's good. It's still good, but Shockwave and Stormbolt are the best ones because stuns, man, stuns. Now for the tier 30, I choose always Independent Victory. Like, seriously, replaces Victory Rush. As you all know, Victory Rush is when you kill a target that gets experience or honor, you are given like a Victory Rush that for the next 20 seconds to heal back up. And especially for Arms Wars, this is really tough because this is the only healing ability that they have. And I'm still waiting this day when Blizzard will finally make them choose to have Independent Victory, which will be the best thing. And now Arms Wars will be just unstoppable. They'll be unstoppable. So Independent Victory does not need you to have to kill a target. You have 30 seconds cooldown. So if you kill a target in this 30 seconds when it's cooldown, it actually recharges again, so you can use it as well. It's really good, especially for raiding, PvP as well. It's just fucking awesome. I love Independent Victory, and this is why all of the Prot warriors out there should choose this one. Safeguard is also really good. Intercepting friendly targets now also, because to take and to transfer to you for, this is good because you can save the others when you're in a dungeon or in a raid, but this is when you're helping out the others, so you must look more after yourself, I think. So you inspire your priority raid members within 6 yards, cause them to be healed for 10% of all damage you deal. That's good. So you can be something like a tanky healer, right? That's good. That's good by the way. But still not as good as Independent Victory. Now for tier 45, there is Renewed Fury. Ignore Pain also enrages you, which increases your damage by 10% for 6 seconds. That's good because Fury, to do as much as possible damage as Fury, you are always on rage, right? If you're playing Fury. And Renewed Fury, it's great, but it's not as good as my preferred one. Best of Cult, it's also good. Revenge deals 5% more damage per target hit up to 5. So Revenge is doing good damage. As you can see, 123k damage to all enemies in front of you. Your successful leaders encourage to become free. So alright, that's good. That's good by the way. Now it's good, but it's not as good as Avatar. For 20 seconds you are at Colossus and you do 20% more damage. Fucking great in PvP and in PvE too. Fucking awesome. Love it. Now for the tier 60 Warlord's Challenge, it reduces the cooldown Berserker Rage. So when you're Berserker Rage, you also taunt the enemies and they run like 50% faster towards you. But this is mainly to save like other people's asses. If you're doing this by yourself, this is like a sacrifice. No, like Kraken Thunder is like your thunderclap, which is like this. It's also like double, so you're dealing more targets in front of you. Pretty good in raiding and stuff, and in PV, or when you're like fighting and like huge groups. I mean, that's good. That's good, by the way. I prefer balance strike because it reduces the cooldown of heroic cleave. I mean, I fucking love heroic cleave because, you know, it's a fucking heroic cleave. Boom! And you run like 3 over 3 seconds with 70%. So if you wanna like imagine you're in a PvP and a large group of people are chasing you. What are you going to do? You know, shield one, and heroic clip, and you're pretty much done. And you're out there 7 sound. That's good. Now, I like it. Now, for the 75, there are 2 awesome. I mean, all 3 of them are really good. Now, Devastator, your auto attack deal additional like 76k physical damage, generate 5 rage. This is good if you're generating more rage, and you can of course combine it with anger management. So if you're choosing Devastator, combine it with anger management, and it's just fucking awesome. I mean, your big cooldowns recharges quickly. It's really good. I like how it works, but I have found a better way for me. I mean, this is actually a choice for you if you're new to the Prot spec or in the warrior class in Lagor. Now, ignore pain will also ignore up to 100%. So it's buffs ignore pain, but not indomitable. It actually increases your maximum health by 25%. That's awesome. And I mean your maximum effective ignore pain by 25%. Fucking awesome. I love this talent and I'm always using it. Devastator is still good, but if you're using Devastator, highly suggest you go with anger management, as you can clearly see right there. Now for the 90, I always choose Vengeance into the fray. I mean, if you're stuck in a haste, I mean, you should be okay, but I don't know why you should even stack up haste. Now Vengeance is my choice. Ignore pain reduces the rage cost of your next revenge, so you pretty much can spam ignore pain and revenge all day long, and you're good, and you're pretty much good. Yeah, right, pretty good. Now booming voice is actually demoralizing shadows, generates 60 rage and increases the damage you do to affect targets by 25%. So that's 25% more damage if you're looking to do more like damage, but it's still a really good talent. I have used it before, but I think Vengeance works better for me. Anger management, it's really good as well said, but the best thing is you need to combine it with I don't know, Rage Machine and with Devastator, and then you're pretty good. Now Ravager, Trolls are rolling. I mean, it's good if you wanna do like damage to all enemies, but compared to anger management, heavy repercussion is like, it's like I'm not in the same page, right? Now heavy repercussions, which I'm currently using, she shall extend the duration of shield block by 1%, and shield block increases the damage you deal of shield slime by an additional 30%. So this is really good. I mean, before it was fucking awesome because you can stack up 3 stacks of focus rage, battle cry, taunt, and with heavy repercussions, your shield slime were doing like massive damage. Like imagine like 2-3 million as a tank, dude. But of course, the good old Blizzard decided that in sample 1.5 to remove the focus rage. So now Prot Warriors, you don't have focus rage. Eat that nerfs. Eat that fucking nerfs. Now I'm gonna show you my main rotation right now. with the abilities that I have, and I'm also going to create a macro that you can always use. Now let's go into the macros page. These are some macros that I have used on my arms warrior. Maybe I'll do a video about that later and create a new one macro. I'm gonna call it not one shot, because it's always not one shot macro, because you cannot one shot at this point right now. Let's select this. Yeah, select this other switch. Now enter your macro images. I'm gonna call it burst. Done. Burst macro is on the way. Now how to do this? It's really easy. You cast your block, and then like first you gotta cast your trinkets 12 and 13. By the way, you can see your trinkets are 12 and 13, so cast like 12, no 112. Now cast 12, no, cast 13, and you're pretty much done with that. So the way is that you pretty much need to stack up more damage, and with your trinkets it's really good. So now you cast Avatar. Now after that you need a shield block. It increases other damage by your shield slam with an additional 30%. That's really good, by the way. And I mean, battle cry and stuff, I'm not gonna do the whole macro because I'm running out of time, man. And I mean, stack up all your offensive abilities, add your trinkets and all stuff, and you're done. And you're dealing high damage, like boom. And if you don't have that a one shot a macro, the thing that you can do, I'm gonna show a little bit of my rotation. Charge, of course, Stormbolt. Now go away a little bit. Charge again. And stacking up more rage, dude. Now combo, shield slam, devastate, taunt, and you're doing more damage. Just like that. Now add 2 shield blocks, and this is how you do it. This is the best way how to deal, more damage with the Prot warriors. Hope you guys did enjoy this guide. If you do, feel free to drop a like. Also, if you subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.